Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be listening to Jimi Hendrix's Star Spangled Banner from Woodstock 1969. Before I jump into listening to that, I wanted to provide us with a bit of background on this performance. So this took place on August 18, 1969 at the Woodstock Music and Art Fair in Bethel, New York. Hendrix was scheduled as the festival's closing act, but because of delays, he didn't take the stage until Monday morning, after most of the crowd had already gone home. Instead of performing to 400,000, he played to a much smaller audience of maybe 30 to 40,000. That's okay, 30,000 to 40,000, but stuck it out until the end. By summer 1969, Hendrix was already recognized as one of the most innovative guitarists in the world. He was 26 years old, having released Are You Experienced, Access Bold as Love, and Electric Ladyland. For Woodstock, Hendrix appeared with a newly assembled band called Gypsy Sun and Rainbows, an expanded lineup including rhythm guitar, percussion, and two drummers. The United States in 1969 was deeply divided by the Vietnam War, political unrest, and generational clashes. The Star Spangled Banner was already a loaded symbol, seen by some as patriotic, by others as representing the establishment. Hendrix's Hendrix's choice to perform it at that moment ensured it would be remembered not just as a musical highlight, but as a cultural one. Woodstock itself had come to symbolize peace, love, and youth counterculture. Hendrix's rendition became one of the festival's defining moments, captured in the 1970 Woodstock documentary film. All right. So we're ready to listen. And I've heard the Star Spangled Banner in passing before. I don't know the American national anthem. And then I don't know the American national anthem. So I had to go listen to it someplace and kind of get myself familiar with how it sounds. So now that I know, I think we're ready to kind of jump in. Oh, say, can you see? That's what I heard. All right, let me scooch out of the way and we could give this a listen. And this will be my first time seeing a live performance of Jimi Hendrix. Let's go. Oh, wow. How does he do that? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's sick. The way that like that is like so distorted is crazy. Wow. I'm sorry, I'm gonna play back just a little. His on-stage presence is insane. Whoa.
All I did was play it. I'm American, so I played it. I used to have to sing it in school. They made me sing it in school, so it's a flashback, you know. I don't know about it.
This man was in the 101st Airborne, so when you write your nasty letters in...
Nasty letters? Wow,
right.
you really
Well,
trying
people,
hard.
when you mention the national anthem and talk about playing it in any unorthodox way, you immediately get a guaranteed percentage of hate mail from people
listen,
who say, how
that's
dare
not unorthodox. That's
anyone...
not unorthodox.
It isn't unorthodox?
No, no. I thought it was beautiful. But then there you go. You know.
Don't you find that there's
Why did he flip it?
an unorthodoxy?
First off, I want to say thank you to Zen for sharing this specific link with me, and also for supporting the channel. Thank you. This definitely showed me like a different side of Jimmy, and just like from the interview, and also seeing this. For me, I'm curious. He says that he thought it was beautiful, so I think that kind of helps me in terms of like my perspective and perhaps what would have otherwise been a very deep read in terms of like what he was doing here, because my question was like, what is he saying? Because this is probably the first time I've seen or heard a Jimi Hendrix piece without any words. So it's like I'm curious to know what he's trying to communicate, or rather what he is communicating with the guitar here. You know, because this is kind of very close match to like things like that, you know, like this I think comes closely recommended with Machine Gun, and I wonder, you know, how this overlaps and like what the similar sounds possibly are. But from just listening to that very first listen to the anthem and then listening to this take, like this was just remarkable. Like what he did here, like I think it was like around the 30-second mark going on to 43 seconds was crazy. And then like how it just sounded again, like a lot of the times when I hear his guitar, it sounds like he's making it scream and wail, but this is like the first time I'm realizing that he matches that in terms of just like his physical energy. And it's interesting how like he almost like snaps back from being like super intense to being so relaxed, and he did it like here. I want to play this 30 seconds again because this was crazy. Was it this? It's coming in, I think. Here, 43 seconds. That's amazing. And then I'm curious to know if like his vocals was being picked up in the mic. Was that happening? Or was it like all the guitar? I guess his pitch wouldn't be that, right? Yeah, I guess maybe not. Maybe it was getting picked up. That change was remarkable. Oh. And then he just switched. That's crazy. That's switching his body languages. Wow. It's so crazy to me how he's like able to it's almost like when I picture this, I'm picturing him and the guitar like merged. Because like what is he doing? Like why does it feel like he's one with the guitar? Gosh. Is Jimmy playing the guitar or is the guitar playing Jimmy? Because I don't know what's going on. This is crazy. Watching him perform live must have been like a spiritual experience because this is just watching this alone is intense. Wow. I don't know. I don't know if this is like one of those things where I'm gonna be like, you guys should have never had me listen to this or watch this right now. You should have let me go through Access Boulder's Love and then let me watch this. This is how I feel about Machine Gun. I'm like, what did you guys do to me? Like, why did you have me watch Machine Gun? Like, I feel like I wasn't ready, though. As I said to Zen, I don't know if I would have been ready. So that's, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm looking at the poll that we put up, and it seems like all of you are on Team Access Bold as Love. We'll see how those numbers change tomorrow. But if that's the case, then that's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be doing Access Bold as Love, and we're gonna just continue chronologically. And I'm super excited for it because our experience was amazing, amazing. Yes. Well, I hope you enjoyed this reaction. You know, as I've said before, I'm not a guitarist. I am just an appreciator of music. I do enjoy learning different things and, you know, seeing where the music takes me. And this is something I was not expecting to be done with the national anthem for the US. And I think he did a splendid job with it. It just, you know, and, you know, taking into consideration the Vietnam War and thinking about Machine Gun, thinking about his experience in the army, it makes me curious about, you know, like, was he also mimicking his experience in war to the anthem? Was he thinking about how, like, probably his days in the army? Was he thinking about that tune? Was he playing it in his head as he was like in the field or whatever was happening in his life? It's a curious thing what he's doing here. Curious indeed. All right, Jimmy. I'll see you guys for the full reaction to the Meatball Fulton interview and for Access Bold as Love. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.